What is up YouTube? I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 Wild Rift, and today we're looking at the newest champion that's coming to Wild Rift, and that's Nidalee. I do have a very special guest that's gonna teach us the basics of Nidalee, and that's Tent. He was my duo queue when I played PC League of Legends. He's a high challenger, jungler, and his main champion is Nidalee. He's been rank 1 Nidalee before, and he streams on Twitch, so make sure to check him out. The link to his stream will be down below. If you do want to main the newest champion, Nidalee, he's a great person to follow, especially to learn all her combos and so on, which will also be applicable in Wild Rift. So let's hear a few words from him, and then we're gonna analyze Nidalee's abilities, build, and some gameplay. So let's hear it from the best Nidalee player in the world in League of Legends.
Nidalee is a very mechanically intensive AP assassin jungler. Once mastered, she can be one of the strongest junglers to snowball leads with, and completely takes over the game by herself. As you might know, her Q and traps apply her passive, which is essential to her gameplay, as it gives her increased move speed and damage towards the target. Because of that, a huge part of her gameplay is about acquiring vision and objective control to have an easier time landing her skill shots. The usual game plan for Nidalee goes as follows. You get a couple kills early, or you get off an early invade. You snowball yourself, and then you try to hold on to that lead and not give the enemy an opening to shut you down. But you might be asking yourself, how do I not die on a champion without any kind of CC? Well, Nidalee, her heal and mobility allow you to be very slippery, and plus, on top of that, her spear and traps can be used to check bushes, so you don't have to run in and face check into 5 players. This makes her gameplay very safe. Keep in mind though, Nidalee her late game is weak due to her lack of CC and the lack of percentage HP damage inside of her kit, aside from her Cougar Q execute of course. This is why it is extra important to focus on not losing your lead, as you become very useless very quick once behind. All in all, she's a very fun champion with a big learning curve, where it feels like you could have always done something different in every single scenario. That's the reason I've been playing her on the PC version of Wild Rift for 10 years now, and continue to play her every single day. That was enough for me though. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
If you guys want to learn more about Nidalee specific mechanics and how to really master this champion, definitely check out Tent. The link is in the description. And if you want more pro players and experts from League of Legends to be featured on the channel, comment down below as well. Now let's quickly look at Nidalee's abilities and her kit. So her ultimate, you have it from level 1, it allows you to switch between her cougar and her human form, and also you gain bonus movement speed when you walk into bushes, making her perfect for the jungle. Additionally, when you hit your first ability or your second ability trap on someone, you get bonus damage on your cougar form first ability, and you can jump high range with your cougar form second ability. Your javelin, which is your first ability on the human form, can be thrown from really far away and does more damage the farther away your opponent is, and of course it procs your passive, which is the little mark on top of the dummy. Your second ability is a trap, very similar to Caitlyn's traps, however these traps go invisible, and if the enemy steps on them, you get your passive on them and you get true vision. Your third ability gives you a heal, or you can heal a teammate, and gives a huge attack speed bonus, so it's great to place it on hyper carry ADCs and helps you sustain through the game and the jungle. Your ultimate, of course, makes you into your cougar form. Your first ability is an auto attack reset bite, which does more damage the lower HP the enemies are. Your second ability is of course your pounce, which if you hit your passive on someone increases the range, and of course you can use it to run around the map, and this what gives Nidalee her insane mobility plus the movement speed she gets from her passive in bushes. Her third ability is the swipe, which does AoE damage in front of Nidalee. So for your basic combo, you're usually starting off with a spear, getting your passive on, being able to get your enhanced jump, using your first and third abilities in cougar form to deal bonus damage. You want to use your first ability last ideally to execute, however the combo will be faster if you finish off with your third ability and use your first ability first in cougar form. I'm going to be giving you a lot more tips like that I've learned from Tent in the gameplay, so stick around for that. For runes, we're actually trying out a new Dark Harvest rune, which I believe will be the best rune on Nidalee. And for the build, we're just going for a standard AP build. We're rushing Lichbane into Infinity Orb, Death Cap, Crown, and then the last item is of course situational. So let's see what the situation requires. I'm going to start with my first ability on the clear and go as far back as I can, because again, your first ability does more damage the further the range. I'm going to immediately smite because my first ability on Cougar form does more damage the lower HP the monster is. And before that, I'm going to auto attack and then use my first ability. I'm going to double camp as best as I can, just to make sure that my clear speed is as fast as possible. Another thing to keep in mind is when you hit your spear, or when somebody steps into your trap on your second ability, that resets the cooldown of your ultimate and you can immediately jump into Cougar form, which is going to be very, very useful. I position a way where I can hit my first ability on the wolf, and I'm sure with Nidalee, there's also gonna be some crazy weird clears where you place down a bunch of traps to begin the clear and then you like one-shot the raptor or the wolf camp. Something like that is definitely gonna exist. Like there's gonna be some crazy optimized clears for sure. But her first clear is not bad, it's okay. Her clearing does get a lot better later into the game, but as a first clear, I am happy with what I'm seeing. She feels really, really strong. I did mention this on X, but if you don't follow me there, definitely follow me on there because you're going to see a lot more of my Wild Rift opinions. I did mention this on X, but I said that Nidalee is probably the strongest champion we've maybe ever seen on release because of how OP she is. Even with me not doing an optimal clear, I think it's like my second or third clear with Nidalee, I'm able to get it done at 140, which is a pretty good first clear. But I'm sure it can be optimized to 135 and below. If you don't follow me on X, definitely follow me down below. I'm going to have a link in the description so that you can keep up to date with all the Wild Rift news. I'm seeing the enemy dual lane very overextended. There's the Dark Harvest proc. Maybe we can get the Sona too. She has no mana and we have red buff. I do need Leon to maybe follow up. Can we flash on this? I can just jump and kill her like that. That damage is insane. It's crazy that we can do that already. I missed my spear on the Grump. Oops. It's insane that we already have this damage. If you guys don't know what Dark Harvest does, it's one of the newest runes. Pretty much when the enemies have below 50% health and you damage them, you get a stack of it and you deal damage. And each stack you get, your next Dark Harvest proc will do 11 extra damage, so it stacks up infinitely. And if you get a kill, it resets. Otherwise, it has a 20-second cooldown. And only procs when the enemy champion is below 50% HP and you just do any type of damage to them. It's one of the most powerful runes for snowballing, especially on assassin junglers. Oh, Graves is called out. We hit the spear on him. He fails his flash, but I don't think that would have saved him. Oh, I failed my flash. I did the flash first ability. I don't think that was needed. I was trying to smite him. But yeah, it's so hard to escape Nidalee, right? If she's gonna win the fight, she's gonna chase you down forever. She's the ultimate hunter because of her insane mobility. I'm trying to double camp here, but I'm not doing a great job at it. I definitely reset the wolves. But learning to... This is what's so cool about Nidalee. She's one of the highest mechanical champions. And like Tencent, there's always something you can do better. He's been playing Nidalee for over 10 years at the highest level in League of Legends. And he's still constantly finding something he can do better with his champion. Because of how intense her mechanics are, because she has so many different abilities that are very unique and different. You can use them in different ways, healing the right champion at the right time, giving the attack speed buff, landing your spears, placing your traps in the correct spot. I'm immediately looking for an invade. I'm dropping a trap so that I can have more vision in the enemy jungle, right? Your trap gives vision as well. Okay, what is this Kaisa cooking? We're going to be able to pick up another kill after the Kaisa mistake. And we already have our Lich Bane in base. But first, let's go get our red buff. Nidalee is one of the highest snowball champions too. So once you have a lead, it can get really bad really fast for the enemy team. Her snowballing is absolutely insane. For the ability order max, I guess I didn't talk about that. You're going to go with your first ability first, third ability next, and then your second ability. I'm gonna go get that Grump, get that enhanced jump. Oh, another little tip that I didn't mention the abilities as well is if your jump kills something, or if you kill something and your jump is on cooldown, it's gonna go on a shorter cooldown, which is pretty cool. And of course, it's super spammable, so you should be constantly using your second ability with Nidalee to roam around the map. Very similar to Talon, being able to jump over walls. Nidalee can also use her jump to jump over the smaller walls. She has so much mobility across the map, she can be pretty much everywhere. So keep your eyes open, have good map awareness, because you're able to roam everywhere really quickly. And again, I'm looking for little invades. I'm putting down my traps to get vision of what camps are up and what's going on in the enemy jungle. We do see Graves in the bot lane, but he's unfortunately farmed all his camps, so we're not going to be able to steal any. I'm going to fail my jump because I thought I hit my first ability on the big wolf, and that would have given me the enhanced jump, but I didn't. I hit the small wolf, so we didn't get the enhanced jump. So the objectives are up now. I'm wondering what Graves is doing to see maybe if I can contest. I'm gonna go on the dragon. I'm assuming he based and is probably going for the herald. They didn't get vision of me because I jumped. Oh, I think they actually saw me there. But that should be okay. We already finished it. And maybe I can actually sprint to the enchanted assemble real quick. Again, Nidalee has insane roams. We're gonna go for the blue buff first, since Veigar is, I guess, helping us out with it, even though he has no mana. Oh, there's Graves. Oh, he already finished it, but we should be able to kill him here. Hit the easy to hit spear, and we're able to take him down. Can I kill the enchanted assemble in time? Can I? Try my best. No, I was just about to kill him. My first ability was up. What was that Orianna ult, by the way? We can chase her down. Okay, 441 damage. Clean Nidalee mechanics going back into the human form to hit that last spear. My Nidalee mechanics were okay on PC, but she's so hard to play in Wild Rift. Oh, he's in the bush. Okay, we inted, but we did decent damage. Our team should be able to finish him off. And his ulti didn't reset. Or did it? I think it did. He just didn't kill the Veigar with it. Yeah, Nidalee is super hard to play mechanically, and it feels weird to play her on mobile because there's so many buttons you need to click all the time to do all her combos. It feels really hard, to be honest. Let's pick up the Proto Belt. You can take Proto Belt or Stasis for enchant. It kind of depends on the team comp. This game I'm gonna go Proto Belt for the extra range, since we don't really need Stasis for anything besides Darius. And since I'm not like the best mechanical player on Wild Rift either, it's honestly hard to play this champion. I can't wait to see some of the best mechanical players play her, especially in the Chinese server. I know Nidalee is going to become one of the most popular champions in the game for sure. So I'm very excited for this champion's release. She'll be coming out on patch 6.3. So we have a couple weeks until she's out. That was a crazy spear. And we're going to be able to easily chase him down. Again, you can't really escape from Nidalee. You can't really chase Nidalee either because she can just dash away with her second ability. She's such a mobile and annoying champion to play against. So again, like I said, I'm very curious to see some of the best mechanical junglers play Nidalee. She's going to be released on patch 6.3. Oh, what's the Orianna doing? I did not mean to flash, man. I keep trying to hit smite, but the layout here is different than what I'm used to, so I keep misclicking it. Clear up the Krugs. Graves is coming here. I didn't time the spear correctly. He's just gonna run away, isn't he? Yeah, he has Yomu, so he's really fast. Oh, we hit the spear. Okay, decent damage. Okay, went to run the other way. Proto Belt out of there and we're fine. We're so mobile, we can just run through this jungle. I'm not sure if Nidalee is going to be released the day that patch 6.3 comes out, or if it'll be a few days. But she will be the first of the new champions to come out. The next two are Kog'Maw and Rel, as you guys already know. Tell me which champion you're most excited about down in the comments. So now we have Hyperformed. We're about to get our 2-item power spike. Once you get 3 items on Nidalee, that's when you become an absolute monster. It's pretty common to have like an insane amount of gold on Nidalee. When I watch 10 stream as well, it's not that uncommon. He's gonna have like 3,000 to 5,000 gold without basing. And the reason for that is because Nidalee has such high tempo and she clears the jungle so quickly that she doesn't even really need a lot of items to clear the jungle quickly. And because of her heal on her third ability, there's like never a reason to base as long as you have blue buff, right? It feels like there's never a reason to base, so it's so easy to stack up a lot of gold, but obviously you guys should be basing for your item power spikes to be as strong as you can for the fights. Definitely don't recommend doing it, but it is an easy thing to fall on to when you play a champion like Nidalee. Can this like Veigar stop trying to steal my camps? Maybe we should fight here first? Oh, what spear? 732 damage from the spear already. And it's in such a short cooldown, by the way. That's what's crazy about Nidalee. You don't ever have to like jump in if you don't need to. You're gonna sit back, throw your spears, deal a lot of damage. If the enemies poke you back, you have a huge heal. So Nidalee's so good in these like siege situations. And you can only go in when you see someone caught out, like this Orianna. Quick little combo, back into our Cougar form. Her cooldowns are so low. I'm definitely expecting nerfs for Nidalee. She's so strong already on release. Comment down below what do you guys think about Nidalee after seeing this gameplay. Do you think she's a little too strong? Ooh, what a spear on the Kaisa. I should dove in. I'm just gonna get the Sona. Oh, what a spear. Do you guys think that Nidalee's too strong? Does she need a nerf? Does she need a buff? Definitely doesn't need a buff, I'll be honest with you guys. She definitely does not need a buff. Riot always does this, where they just like omega buff, or at least a champion started off so strong on release. Like the last champion that I think was like not OP on release was probably Syndra. Probably Syndra. I can't think of any other champion. Okay. Huge. Talon was like okay on release. He wasn't like super broken or super weak. He was just like, he was strong, I think, but not super OP. Ooh, what a spear. Can I flash in there? Oh no, she's too far away. Oh no, we griefed it. Hit my first ability to reset my second, to reset my ulti. So I can go back into my Cougar form and jump away. Okay, we do have our death cap in base. And it's really important to hit those ultimate power spikes on Nidalee because it increases the damage of all your Cougar abilities. When you put a point to your ultimate, all of your Cougar abilities get enhanced, I believe. Now I have crazy damage at level 13 because all our Cougar abilities are enhanced. Perfect. And now we're gonna go for our crown to keep safe. And it's nice to have another AP jungler, right? We have Evelynn, we have Lilia and Evelynn, I guess, are the only two really AP junglers. You can play a Mumu AP, Nunu AP, but those are primarily tanks, right? I guess Nautilus, AP Nautilus has been played quite a bit, but it's nice to have another AP jungler in the lineup. It gives you more options for team comps as well when your team is very heavy AD. Oh, I missed the spear. Nice, save the Jace. Hit the spear, nope. Hitting the spear is really hard. It's a really hard skill shot to hit, but it's high risk, high reward. Like the reward of hitting a spear is insane. Like it already chunks them to like half HP, and then it gives you the option to just jump in with your enhanced jump and kill them. Nice, good spear. Oh my god, where'd the Kaisa go? Can we get more? The heal? Through the ignite, the heal gave me 178 HP, by the way. The Nidalee heals are massive. Absolutely massive. 468 heal on 8-second cooldown. Am I playing Soraka or what? That's a crazy thing about Nidalee, bro. She's like Soraka, but also Rengar at the same time. Clear the wave. Now we can look for a base. I have my next item. I'm not sure what the best last item on Nidalee is. The first 4 is pretty obvious. I'm gonna go Riftmaker this game, but I'm not sure what the best 5th item on Nidalee will be. I also wonder if Rod of Ages in Nidalee becomes the thing. I think I might be a little too slow, but I could see it become a thing. I guess Soul Stealer might be okay too. She doesn't benefit that much from the passive because her cooldowns are already so low. But it does give good stats. Can we look for another spear? Nope. Oh, what is that flash? If you guys don't know, I'm playing versus the diamond bots on the Chinese server, right? Because I can play Nidalee on 300 ping. But these diamond bots are kind of cracked, low-key. Especially the ones in my team. Alright, perfect. So we should be able to finish off the game here. Again, Nidalee's one of the best turret takers in the game because of her heal. She's one of the best siege champions in the game in general, but definitely one of the best turret takers in the game because of her heal and huge attack speed bonus, by the way. I believe it gives like 70% in the late game after you put points into it. Come here, Graves. And that will be it for the game. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more Wild Rift content. Check out Tent's Twitch channel in the description below and let me know if you want more special guests like that.